Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to your new English lesson. Dobar dan, dobrodošli u vašu novu video lekciju. Ispričat ću vam najprije jednu kratku priču. Dakle, o čemu se radi? CIA agenti su pozvali neke ljude jer su im bili potrebni za neki specijalan zadatak. Prvo su pozvali jednog muškarca, odveli ga do nekih metalnih vrata i rekli mu: izvoli pištolj, uđi unutra, sedi tvoja žena, idi ubije. On je naravno rekao: ne, ja to ne mogu da uradim. U redu, nisi za ovaj posao, uzmi svoju ženu i doviđenja. Drugom muškarcu su rekli to isto, on je uzeo pištolj, ušao u sobu, 5 minuta se ništa nije čulo, međutim izašao je sa suzama u očima i rekao: žao mi je, ali ne mogu da ubijem svoju ženu. Oni su i njemu rekli: ok, nemaš ono što je potrebno za ovaj posao, uzmi svoju ženu, izlazi. I onda je došao red na ženu. Dakle, žena je bila treći kandidat. Njoj su rekli istu stvar, dakle, izvoli pištolj, unutra sedi tvoj muž, uđi unutra i ubi ga. I sad, da li vas interesuje, a sigurno vas interesuje, šta je pametna žena uradila? Sad ćemo da se pozabavimo malo time, ali naravno na engleskom. So, for the final test, the CIA agents took one of the men to a large metal door and handed him a gun. So what did the agents do? Who did they take to a large metal door? Did they take a man or did they take a woman? Did they take a woman? No, they didn't take a woman to a large metal door, but they took one of the men. One of the men. And did they take him to a small wooden door or didn't take him to a large metal door? Did they take him to a small wooden door? Like in Alice in Wonderland, kao Alice u zemlji čuda. No, they didn't take him to a small wooden door. They took him to a large metal door. And did they hand him a bunch of flowers? Did they hand him a book? What did they hand him? A book, flowers, a glass of water, or a gun? They handed him a gun because they were CIA agents, so they didn't do books and flowers and glasses. It was all about guns and killing, so they handed him a gun. So who handed him a gun? Did his wife hand him a gun or did agents hand him a gun? No, his wife didn't hand him anything. Agents handed him a gun. Okay, so were there like 2, 3 more agents or was there only one agent? There were more agents. There wasn't only one agent, but there was only one man. It was his turn. So they told him, here is the gun, here is the metal door. We must know that you will follow your instructions no matter what the circumstances. So we must know that you will follow your instructions, da ćeš slediti instrukcije no matter what the circumstances, bez obzira na okolnosti. So, what was the man supposed to do? Was he supposed to go home, go to a restaurant, take a nap? No, he wasn't supposed to go home, go and eat in a restaurant or take a nap. He was supposed to follow the instructions that they gave to him. So he was supposed to follow instructions, no matter the circumstances, no matter what the circumstances are, bez obzira na okolnosti. Okay, so they told him, inside the room you will find your wife sitting in a chair, kill her. Where was his wife sitting? Was his wife sitting in a restaurant? Was his wife sitting in their living room? No. Unfortunately, his wife wasn't sitting in a restaurant and she wasn't sitting in their living room. She was sitting in that cold room behind the metal door. So she was sitting in a room, and she was sitting in a chair. Was she sitting on the sofa? Was she sitting in an armchair? No, not in an armchair. She was sitting in a plain chair, in an ordinary chair. Who was sitting in a chair? His wife was sitting in a chair. And what was he supposed to do? He was supposed to kill her. Really? Was he supposed to kiss her? No, he wasn't supposed to kiss her. He was supposed to kill her. That's why they handed him a gun. The man said, "You can't be serious. I could never shoot my wife." So this man was a good man, a good husband, and he said, "You can't be serious. Are you mad? I could never shoot my wife. I could never do that. I'm not that kind of man or person." So, how did the man react? Did he follow their instructions? No, he didn't follow their instructions. He was incredulous. Znači nije mogao da veruje. He was incredulous and he said, "You can't be serious. I cannot shoot my wife. I can't do that. She's my wife. I love her." So he was a good husband and he said no to that job. Okay, he refused to do that. He refused to kill his wife. And the agent said, "Okay, you're not the right man for this job. Take your wife and go home." So how did the agent react? Was he angry? Was he disappointed? Well, probably he was disappointed. He said, "Okay, you're not the right man for this job. You're not good for this job. You don't have what it takes. Nemaš ono što je potrebno, so just take your wife and go home. We don't want to lose any more time with you." Yes. So the agent was disappointed, probably, and he said, "Okay, just go home. Go home." So did the agent tell him to take his wife and go home, or did he tell him to take his wife and join him in a party or join him in a restaurant? No, he didn't want to have any kind of fun with them. He just told him, "Go home. I don't want to see you anymore. You don't have what it takes for this job, so just go home." Okay, the second man was given the same instructions. So there was a second man, and this man was given the same instructions. So was the second man given some different instructions? Was he told to take these flowers to his wife? No, he was given the same instructions. He was given the same gun. He gave him a gun and they told him, "Go and kiss your wife?" No, they told him, "Go and kill your wife. Kill your wife." So the man took the gun this time and went into the room. So this guy, he didn't react like, "You can't be serious, I can't shoot my wife, are you crazy?" He took the gun. So he took the gun and he entered the room. He came into the room. Everything was quiet for about 5 minutes. So what did they do? Were the agents able to hear screaming or shouting or crashing, banging, something? No. They were not. They couldn't hear any noise. It was all quiet in the room for about 5 minutes. And then the man came out with tears in his eyes and he said, "I tried, but I can't kill my wife." So what happened when the man came out? Was he happy? Was he thrilled? Did he say, "Whoo, I did it. I killed my wife"? No, he wasn't happy. He wasn't thrilled. He was sad, actually. He was crying. He had tears in his eyes and he said, "Okay, I tried, but I couldn't pull the trigger. Nisam mogao da pull the trigger. I couldn't kill my wife. It's like, I can't do it. I love her." And of course, the agent was disappointed again, and he said, "You don't have what it takes. Take your wife and go home. So you're not the right person for this job. You don't have what it takes. Take your wife and just go home. Get lost." Finally, it was the woman's turn. So the third person in the line was a woman. The third candidate was a woman. Treći kandidat je bila žena. And she was given the same instructions. So they handed her a gun and they told her, go into this room and kill your husband. You will find your husband in this room. He's sitting in the chair, so just go and kill him. She took the gun and went into the room. So, did she refuse to do it? No, she didn't refuse. Did she take the gun? Yes, she took the gun. Did she go into the room? Yes, she went into the room. She went straight into the room. Shots were heard, one after another. Screaming, crashing, banging on the walls were heard. So this time it wasn't quiet in the room. Am I right? Was it quiet? No. What happened, we don't know, but shots were heard. Pucnjevi su se čuli, one after another. So there were some shots. And then screaming, crashing, and banging on the walls. So they were screaming, wah! They were crashing things, breaking, crashing things, and there was some banging on the wall, udaranje po zidovima. So there was a party inside the room. After a few minutes, everything was quiet. And then everything was quiet. So first there was screaming, there was crashing, there was banging on the walls, and there were some shots, pucnjevi, and then it was all quiet. So what do you think happened? Can you guess what happened? The door opened slowly and the woman appeared. Who appeared at the door? What do you think? Did the man appear or did the woman appear at the door? The woman. The winner was the woman. She appeared at the door. Was she alone at the door? Well, yes, she was alone. Her husband wasn't with her. She was alone at the door. And what did she say? She said, the gun was loaded with blanks. I had to beat him to death with the chair. So, the gun was loaded, pištolj je bio napunjen with the blanks, čorcima. I had to beat him to death with the chair. So yes, you heard it well. She killed her husband. And how did she kill him? Did she shoot at him? Yes, she shot at him, but it didn't kill him because the gun was loaded with blanks. So there were blanks in the gun. So these agents didn't really want this man to kill their wives or this woman to kill his husband. There was not the point. They were just testing them. But the woman, the wife, yes, she was determined to do whatever it took to get the job. So when she realized that her husband wasn't dead after she had shot him, because there were some blanks in the gun, she decided to kill him no matter what circumstances, bez obzira na okolnosti. So she just took the chair and she beat him to death. Can you believe that? Okay, I hope you like the story. Nije baš nešto edukativnog karaktera, so it's just for the purpose of learning English, samo za učenje engleskog, so don't try this at home. Ne pokušavajte ovo kod kuće. I hope you liked it, I hope you learned something, and see you next time. Bye.